Did you hear that? They've shut down the main reactor. We'll be destroyed for sure. This madness.
We're doomed. There'll be no escape for the princess this time. What's that?
R2-D2, where are you?
At last. Where have you been? They're heading in this direction. What are we going to do? We'll be sent to the spice mines of Kessel or smashed into who knows what. Wait a minute. Where are you going?
The Death Star plans are not on the main computer.
Where are those transmissions you intercepted? What have you done with those plans?
We intercepted no transmissions. This is a consular ship. We're on a diplomatic mission.
Is this a consular ship or is it an ambassador?
Commander, tear this ship apart until you've found those plans, and bring me the passengers. I want them alive!
There she is. Set for stun. She'll be alright. Inform Lord Vader we have a prisoner.
Hey, you're not permitted in there. It's restricted. You'll be deactivated for sure. Don't call me a mindless philosopher, you overweight glob of grease. Now come out of there before someone sees you. Secret mission? What plans? What are you talking about? I'm not getting in there. I'm going to regret this.
There goes another one.
Hold your fire. There are no life forms. We must have short-circuited. That's funny. The damage doesn't look as bad from out here. Are you sure this thing's safe?
Darth Vader, only you could be so bold. The Imperial Senate will not sit for this when they hear you've attacked a diplomatic...
Don't act so surprised, Your Highness. You weren't on any mercy mission this time. Several transmissions were beamed to this ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away!
Holding her is dangerous. If word gets out, it could generate sympathy for the rebellion in the Senate.
I have traced the rebel spies to her. Now she is my only link to find their secret base.
She'll die before she tells you anything.
Leave that to me. Send a distress signal and then inform the Senate that all aboard were killed.
Lord Vader, the battle station plans were not aboard this ship, and no transmissions were made. An escape pod was jettisoned during the fighting, but no life forms were aboard.
She must have hidden the plans in the escape pod. Send a detachment down to retrieve them. See to it personally, Commander. There'll be no one to stop us this time.
Yes, sir.
How did I get into this mess? I really don't know how. We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life. I've got to rest before I fall apart. My joints are almost frozen. What a desolate place this is. Where are you going? Well, I'm not going that way. It's much too rocky. This way is much easier.
What makes you think there are settlements over there? Don't get technical with me. What mission? What are you talking about? I've had just about enough of you. Go that way. You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile. And don't let me catch you following me begging for help because you won't get it.
No more adventures. I'm not going that way. That malfunctioning little twerp, this is all his fault. He tricked me into going this way, but he'll do no better. Wait, what's that? A transport. I'm saved! Over here! Help! Please help! R2-D2, it is you! It is you!
Someone was in the pod. The tracks go off in this direction.
Look, sir, droids!
We stopped. Wake up! Wake up! We're doomed. Do you think they'll melt us down? Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Will this never end?
Luke! Tell Owen that if he gets a translator, to be sure it speaks bocce.
It doesn't look like we have much of a choice, but I'll remind him.
I suppose you're programmed for etiquette and protocol.
Protocol? Why, it's my primary function, sir. I am well versed in all the customs.
I have no need for a protocol droid.
Of course you haven't, sir. Not in an environment such as this. That is why I've been programmed for...
What I really need is a droid that understands the binary language of moisture evaporators.
Evaporators? Sir, my first job was programming binary load lifters. Very similar to evaporators in most respects.
Do you speak bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm as fluent in...
All right, shut up. I'll take this one.
Shutting up, sir.
Luke, take these two over to the garage, will you? I want them cleaned up before dinner.
I was going into Tossie Station to pick up some power converters.
You can waste time with your friends when your chores are done. Now, come on, get to it.
All right, come on. And the red one, come on. Well, come on, Red. Let's go. Uncle Owen.
Yeah?
This R2 unit has a bad motivator. Look.
Hey, what are you trying to push on us?
Excuse me, sir, but that R2 unit is in prime condition. A real bargain.
Uncle Owen.
Yeah?
What about that one?
What about the blue one? We'll take that one.
I'm quite sure you'll be very pleased with that one, sir. He really is in first-class condition. Have worked with him before. Here he comes.
Okay, let's go.
Now, don't you forget this. Why I should stick my neck out for you is quite beyond my capacity.
Thank the Maker, this oil bath is going to feel so good. I've got such a bad case of dust contamination, I can barely move.
It just isn't fair. Oh, Bix is right. I'm never going to get out of here.
Is there anything I might do to help?
Well, not unless you can alter time, speed up the harvest, or teleport me off this rock.
I don't think so, sir. I'm only a droid, and not very knowledgeable about such things. Not on this planet anyways. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure what planet I'm on.
Well, if there's a bright center to the universe, you're on the planet that it's farthest from.
I see, sir.
Oh, you can call me Luke.
I see, Sir Luke.
Just Luke.
And I am C-3PO, Human-Cyborg Relations, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2.
Hello?
You got a lot of carbon scoring here. Looks like you boys have seen a lot of action.
With all we've been through, sometimes I'm amazed we're in as good a condition as we are, what with the rebellion and all.
You know of the rebellion against the Empire?
That's how it came to be in your service, if you take my meaning, sir.
Have you been in many battles?
Several, I think. Actually, there's not too much to tell. I'm not much more than an interpreter, and not very good at telling stories. Well, not at making them interesting anyways.
Well, my little friend, looks like you got something jammed in here real good. Were you on a Star Cruiser or a...
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
What's this?
What is what? He asked you a question. What is that?
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Oh, he says it's nothing, sir. Merely a malfunction. Old data. Pay it no mind.
Who is she? She's beautiful.
I'm afraid I'm not quite sure, sir.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think she was a passenger on our last voyage. A person of some importance, sir, I believe. Our captain was attached to...
Is there any more to this recording?
Behave yourself, R2. You're going to get us in trouble. It's all right, you can trust him. He's our new master. He says he's the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of these parts, and it's a private message for him. Quite frankly, sir, I don't know what he's talking about. Our last master was Captain Antilles, but with what we've been through, this little R2 unit has become a bit eccentric.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I wonder if she means old Ben Kenobi.
I beg your pardon, sir, but do you know what he's talking about?
Well, I don't know anybody named Obi-Wan, but old Ben lives out beyond the Dune Sea. He's kind of a strange old hermit.
I wonder who she is. It sounds like she's in trouble. I better play back the whole thing.
He says the restraining bolt has short-circuited his recording system. He suggests that if you remove the bolt, you might be able to play back the entire recording.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you're too small to run away on me if I take this off, okay? There you go. Wait a minute. Where'd she go? Bring her back. Play back the entire message.
What message? The one you're carrying inside your rusty innards.
Luke! Luke! Come to dinner!
All right, I'll be right there, Aunt Beru.
I'm sorry, sir, but he appears to have picked up a slight flutter.
Well, see what you can do with him. I'll be right back.
Just you reconsider playing that message for him. No, I don't think he likes you at all. No, I don't like you either.
What are you doing hiding back there?
It wasn't my fault, sir. Please don't deactivate me. I told him not to go, but he's faulty. Malfunctioning. Kept battling on about his mission.
Oh no.
That R2 unit has always been a problem. These astro droids are getting quite out of hand. Even I can't understand their logic sometimes.
How could I be so stupid? It's nowhere in sight. Blast it.
Pardon me, sir, but couldn't we go after him?
It's too dangerous with all the sand people. We'll have to wait until morning.
Luke, I'm shutting the power down for the night.
Alright, I'll be there in a few minutes. Boy, am I gonna get it. You know, that little droid's gonna cause me a lot of trouble.
Oh, he excels at that, sir.
Hello there. Come here, my little friend. Don't be afraid. Don't worry, he'll be all right.
What happened?
Rest easy, son. You've had a busy day. You're fortunate to be all in one piece.
Ben? Ben Kenobi? Why, am I glad to see you.
The Junland wastes are not to be traveled lightly. Tell me, young Luke, what brings you out this far?
Oh, this little droid. I think he's searching for his former master. I've never seen such devotion in a droid before. He claims to be the property of an Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is that a relative of yours? Do you know who he's talking about?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time.
I think my Uncle Owen knows him. He said he was dead.
Oh, he's not dead. Well, not yet.
You know him?
Well, of course I know him. He's me. I haven't gone by the name Obi-Wan since, before you were born.
Well, then this droid does belong to you.
I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid. Very interesting. I think we better get indoors. The Sand People are easily startled, but they will be back, and in greater numbers.
3PO.
No, my father didn't fight in the wars. He was a navigator and a space freighter.
That's what your uncle told you. He didn't hold with your father's ideals. Thought he should have stayed here and not gotten involved.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
Yes. I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
I wish I'd known him.
He was the best star pilot in the galaxy and a cunning warrior. I understand you've become quite a good pilot yourself. And he was a good friend. Which reminds me, I have something here for you. Your father wanted you to have this when you were old enough, but your uncle would allow it. He feared you might follow old Obi-Wan on some damn fool idealistic crusade like your father did.
Sir, if you'll not be needing me, I'll close down for a while.
Sure, go ahead. What is it?
Your father's lightsaber. This is a weapon of a Jedi Knight, not as clumsy or as random as a blaster.
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic, before the Dark Times, before the Empire.
How did my father die?
A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. He betrayed and murdered your father. Now the Jedi all but extinct. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
The Force?
The Force is what gives a Jedi its power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together. Now, let's see if we can figure out what you are, my little friend, and where you've come from.
I saw part of the message he was...
I seem to have found it.
General Kenobi, years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars. Now he begs you to help him in his struggle against the Empire. I regret that I am unable to present my father's request to you in person, but my ship has fallen under attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to Alderaan has failed. I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion into the memory units of this R2 unit. My father will know how to retrieve it. You must see this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
You must learn the ways of the Force if you're to come with me to Alderaan.
Alderaan? I'm not going to Alderaan. I gotta go.
I need your help, Luke. She needs your help. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I can't get involved. I've got work to do. It's not like I like the Empire. I hate it. There's nothing I can do about it right now. It's such a long way from here.
That's your uncle talking.
Oh God, my uncle. How am I going to explain this?
Learn about the Force, Luke.
Look, I can take you as far as Anchorhead. You can get a transport there to Mos Eisley or wherever you're going.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Until this battle station is fully operational, we are vulnerable. The Rebel Alliance is too well equipped. They are more dangerous than you realize.
Dangerous to your Starfleet, Commander, not to this battle station.
The Rebellion will continue to gain support in the Imperial Senate as long as...
The Imperial Senate will no longer be of any concern to us. I've just received word that the Emperor has dissolved the Council permanently. The last remnants of the Old Republic have been swept away.
That's impossible. How will the Emperor maintain control without a bureaucracy?
The regional governors now have direct control over their territories. Fear will keep the local systems in line. Fear of this battle station.
And what of the Rebellion? If the rebels have obtained a complete technical readout of this station, it is possible, however unlikely, that they might find a weakness and exploit it.
The plans you refer to will soon be back in our hands.
Any attack made by the rebels against this station will be a useless gesture, no matter what technical data they've obtained. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to that ancient religion has not helped you conjure up the stolen data tapes, or given you clairvoyance enough to find the rebels' hidden fort.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
As you wish.
This bickering is pointless. Lord Vader will provide us the location of the rebel fortress by the time this station is operational. We will then crush the rebellion with one swift stroke.
Mos Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
How long have you had these droids?
About 3 or 4 seasons.
They're for sale if you want them.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you are looking for.
These are not the droids we're looking for.
He can go about his business.
You can go about your business.
Move along.
Move along. Move along.
Han Solo. I'm the captain of the Millennium Falcon. Chewie here tells me you're looking for passage to the Alderaan system.
Yes, indeed. If it's a fast ship.
Fast ship? You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon.
Should I have?
It's the ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. I've outrun Imperial starships, not the local bulk cruisers, mind you. I'm talking the big Corellian ships now. She's fast enough for you, old man. What's the cargo?
Only passengers, myself, the boy, 2 droids, and no questions asked.
What is it, some kind of local trouble?
Let's just say we'd like to avoid any Imperial entanglements.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? And it's going to cost you something extra. 10,000, all in advance.
10,000? We can almost buy our own ship for that.
Yeah, but who's going to fly it, kid? You?
You bet I could. You don't have to sit here and listen to this.
We can pay you 2,000 now and 15 when we arrive in Alderaan.
17, huh? Okay, you guys got yourself a ship. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Docking Bay 94.
94.
Looks like somebody is beginning to take an interest in your handiwork.
Alright, well, check it out.
17,000. Those guys must really be desperate. This could really save my neck. Get back to the ship and get her ready.
You'll have to sell your speeder.
That's okay. I'm never coming back to this planet again.
Going somewhere solo?
Yes, Guido. Just about to see your boss. Tell Jabba I got the money.
It's too late. You should have paid him when you had a chance. Jabba put a price on your head so large that every bounty hunter in the galaxy will be looking for you. I'm lucky I found you first.
Yeah, but this time I got the money.
If you give it to me, I might forget I found you.
I don't have it with me now.
Jabba's through with you. He has no time for smugglers who drop their shipments at the first sign of Imperial cruiser.
Hey, even I get bored sometimes. You think I had a choice?
You can tell that to Jabba. He may only take your ship.
Over my dead body.
That's the idea. I've been looking forward to killing you for a long time.
Yeah, I bet you have. Sorry about the mess.
If the ship's as fast as he's boasting, we ought to do well.
What a piece of junk!
She make 0.5 past light speed. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid. I made a lot of special modifications myself. But we're a little rushed, so if you'll just get on board, we'll get out of here.
Hello, sir.
Which way? All right, men, load your weapons. Stop that ship. Blast them.
Chewie, get us out of here!
Oh my! I've forgotten how much I hate space travel.
Looks like an Imperial cruiser. Our passengers must be hotter than I thought. Try and hold them off. Angle the deflector shield while I make the calculations for the jump to light speed. Stay sharp. There's 2 more coming in. They're going to try and cut us off.
Why don't you outrun them? I thought you said this thing was fast.
Watch your mouth, kid, or you're going to find yourself floating home. We'll be safe enough once we make the jump to hyperspace. Besides, I know a few maneuvers. We'll lose them. Here's where the fun begins.
How long before you can make the jump to light speed?
Take a few moments to get the coordinates from the navicomputer.
Are you kidding? At the rate they're gaining?
Traveling through hyperspace ain't like dusting crops, boy. Without precise calculations, we could fly right through a star or bounce too close to a supernova, and that'd end your trip real quick, wouldn't it?
What's that flashing?
We're losing a deflector shield. Go strap yourselves in. I'm going to make the jump to light speed.
Are you alright? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened. You had better get on with your exercises.
Well, you can forget your troubles with those Imperial slugs. I told you I'd outrun them. Well, don't everyone thank me at once. Anyway, we should be at Alderaan at about 0200 hours.
Now be careful, R2. He made a fair move. Screaming about it can't help you.
Let him have it. It's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
But, sir, nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
That's 'cause droids don't pull people's arms out of their socket when they lose. Wookiees are known to do that.
I see your point, sir. I suggest a new strategy, R2. Let the Wookiee win.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
You mean it controls your actions?
Partially, but it also obeys your commands.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
You don't believe in the Force, do you?
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other. I've seen a lot of strange stuff, but I've never seen anything to make me believe there's one all-powerful force controlling everything. There's no mystical energy field that controls my destiny. It's all a lot of simple tricks and nonsense.
I suggest you try it again, Luke. This time, let go your conscious self and act on instinct.
But with the blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. Stretch out with your feelings. You see, you can do it.
I call it luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Look, going good against remotes is one thing. Going good against the living? That's something else. Looks like we're coming up on Alderaan.
You know, I did feel something. I could almost see the remote.
That's good. You've taken your first step into a larger world.